guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. I hope you are doing well. Yeah, I will say that at the very beginning. Please subscribe to my channel, please comment, please leave a like, dislike, whatever you want. It helps me grow and I really love to see any activity on my channel if that's the case. So I really would appreciate if you do so. And today we'll be talking about the fragrances that are compliment getters. I know that people like this kind of video and I do as well. However, the smell is the fragrance basically is very, very subjective, and what I like may be the thing you don't like. So it's very hard to say which fragrance will give you the compliment. You know, first, you need to feel good with yourself. And the fragrance is just an accessory that will, you know, amp up your, basically your feelings and your, you know, you will feel yourself. So to speak. So today I will be talking about compliment getters, and I will say that I don't receive many compliments when it comes to fragrances. I mainly work from home now, so it's more difficult to even someone get you know, even for someone to notice my scent. But I will tell you about the fragrances that were complimented a while ago on me, throughout the years, of course. And I will tell you about the fragrances that were complimented on others, and I got to hear it. And it's very, very interesting to see what fragrances people are complimenting. And here we'll have fragrances that are not so obvious. So you won't find it here like, you know, very hyped up fragrances, very popular fragrances. I would even say that here we'll have some forgotten fragrances, but I want to, you know, get your attention with that, and I want to point out that you may want to look for the fragrances that are long forgotten, you know, just to you know, raise the dust from them and start to use them, because we have very interesting fragrances here today. And I will start with the fragrance that many people would say cannot cause you a compliment, but I did receive many compliments, and I would say these two fragrances I will show you in a moment are the fragrances that got most of the compliments. It's from brand Chanel. And the first one that got, I think, the most compliments, the one from my collection, of course, I took the wrong one, Chanel No. 5. So people would assume it cannot bring you the compliment, because this lady here is an old lady, right? She's an old lady, she's, you know, she belongs in the closet and no one wants to smell her. In the meantime, it is completely opposite. Every time I wore it, someone noticed this fragrance, and many people told me it smells really good on me, and some people were surprised it's Chanel No. 5. So I think it speaks a lot, and I think those bad reviews about Chanel No. 5 are coming from people who maybe used a badly, you know, duped perfume that's supposed to be Chanel No. 5, but it didn't, because I do not think it's possible to dupe Chanel No. 5. It has very unique DNA, or it comes from the people who never wore it really. Because, you know, I must admit that when I was at school, back in high school, in, you know, primary school, I always perceived also Chanel No. 5 as an old ladish and not interesting. But I would say it's the complete opposite, and it's the fragrance, as I said, that, you know, grabbed me a lot of compliments. So you may want to reconsider. If you do not want to have this original version, you may go for L'Eau. It's much lighter and I would recommend it for beginners. You can go for Au Première, but I do not quite like Au Première. It has a strange note to it. I like the classic one, I like L'Eau. So maybe it's time to revisit your Chanel No. 5 because it's giving you a lot of compliments. If it goes good with your body chemistry, I think it will cause you a compliment. And another one from Chanel, I think my skin likes Chanel perfumes. Maybe that's why, because I really do like them too. It's an obvious choice for many people, and I think it's the most complimented fragrance as well in the community. So it's Chanel Coco Mademoiselle. It's the first perfume I fell in love with, and I was in primary school. My teacher wore it and I asked her what it was because I didn't know, but the smell was just intoxicating, and she told me it was Chanel Coco Mademoiselle, and since then I'm obsessed. This is my second bottle. I used to wear dupes of it because I could not afford. This one here is the Eau de Parfum Intense. I also have like the small amount left in my bottle, 50 ml bottle of the classic Coco Mademoiselle. You cannot go wrong with that. It's the all year round perfume, very elegant, very poised, very like a rich girl scent. I really like it, and even though many people wears it, for me it's still unique, and still I feel like a superstar when I wear it. So Coco Mademoiselle from Chanel. Another one that brought me a compliment, it's Jean-Paul Gaultier Scandale. My friend told me once I smell really nice. You know, I do not get a lot of compliments, as I said, so it's very prominent when someone comments it. So I remembered that she really likes Scandal on me. And basically, as I told you in my previous video, it's orange blossom and honey on top with patchouli with some, I would say, even spices. It's spicy, it's piercing, it's sweet. It has very big sillage, very big scent bubble. And it's really nice. So if someone likes gourmand, I think it's a crowd pleaser. We may put it on the same shelf as Viktor and Rolf Flower Bomb, Black Opium even. So if someone likes the sweet scents, gourmand scent, like the popular scents, I think the Scandal might be satisfying for them, but it's at the same time unique and something different from the popular fragrances. So you may want to go with that if you are looking for something unique, but still, you know, crowd pleasing. So that's the one. And another two fragrances are from the same brand, and it's Zoologist. And strangely enough, those fragrances are bringing me the compliments, and I didn't expect that. And the first one is Tyrannosaurus Rex, so T-Rex. And this dinosaur was told that he cannot bring the compliment, that he's so scary, you know. And I even got people in the comments on my Polish channel when I introduced T-Rex to them. Some of the people were telling me that I should beware, I should watch out, because, you know, it may be tricky to get him in the public, out of the public, but out to the public. Yeah, I think that's the correct form. But I didn't, you know, I didn't back down, and I did wear it in public, and I need to say that I got compliments. My hairdresser complimented it. He told me that it smells like very expensive incense. So it's burnt wood, basically, burnt flower, everything I love, basically, like chimney smoke. It's very unique. Some people feel like blood accord very prominently, but I don't. And lucky me, because I do not like the smell of blood. For me, it's a burnt wood, burnt cozy wood, but with some, you know, it has its claws, so to speak. It's really nice, and it really brought me compliments. My husband really likes it, and you know, it's very rare for my husband to like any of my fragrances. He hates gourmands, he hates like popular sweet fragrances, and he really likes Tyrannosaurus Rex. So I heard a couple of times that it smells really nice, and even from the people who are not that much into niche. So I wouldn't be afraid of T-Rex. But of course, you need to take into the consideration that your body chemistry might, you know, make this fragrance pull differently. But on me, I like it, and I got some compliments. So I'm just letting you know that maybe you shouldn't be afraid of T-Rex. And another one also that shouldn't bring me a compliment, but actually this one is the compliment getter, and they are coming from my husband as well. So my husband apparently has a thing for zoologist perfumes. It's Moth. So this one, This one is a ghost in the old attic, in an old mansion, looking straight into the moonlight. You know, I feel like a, you know, like a forgotten diva in a haunted mansion. That's the vibe you have. Some people say that this fragrance scares them and that this is a perfect scent for Halloween. It's quite nostalgic. It's quite dark, murky, but at the same time it has strange light to it. It's like a moth, you know, powdery, delicate, but at the same time is you know, is strong. It's night. It is the scent of the night. So you have rose, you have spices, you have how to say it, I forgot the name of the spice, but basically you have lots of spices here. You have rose, you have oud, you have cypriol, nagarmota. I believe it's so unique. If you want to smell like a haunted house, I highly recommend Moth to you, but don't be put off by that. You know, if you like a strange rosy perfume, I think Moth would be for you. And my husband always notices Moth on me when I wear it, and he really likes it. Lasting power, sillage, oh my god, out of this world. So yeah, this haunted mansion lasts and lasts and lasts, and I get the impression that as the day goes by, it's getting stronger. It's, you know, it takes up the warmth of your body, and it's, you know, it radiates, and it has beautiful sillage. 2 sprays and you are set for the day, and I mean really. Okay, so that was Moth. Another fragrance, but I shouldn't basically show it to you because it's discontinued, and it's very, very unfortunate for me. Roberto Cavalli Gemma di Paradiso. Apparently it was a limited edition, so I'm so sorry it's not available, you know. It's such a shame. This one is really beautiful. It's quite similar to Good Girl from Carolina Herrera, but it's better. It's much, you know, much richer. It's richer, it's, you know, more mature, more elegant, more refined. It's absolutely amazing. Its sillage and lasting power are out of this world as well. And this one my friend really liked, and after she smelled it on me, she bought a bottle for herself. It was a while ago, so she managed to get it, but now it's nowhere to be found. At least here in Poland, you cannot find it anywhere. I know that one time this year they had it on the official website of Roberto Cavalli, but that is it. You cannot find it anywhere, and if you can find it, it's like it has ginormous price. So I'm very pissed it's not around anymore. Apparently some of the Coach fragrances, it's similar. I do not remember the name. You may go to Fragrantica and check it if you like Gemma di Paradiso. But this one cannot fail you. If you have it, just use it with joy. But, you know, if you will finish your bottle, you may not be able to get it back. But I really like it, and it's really a compliment getter. It's a crowd pleaser as well. As I told you, it's similar to Carolina Herrera Good Girl. That's why I think people like it, because Carolina Herrera is like a crowd-pleasing perfume in my opinion, but this one stands alone, it's unique in its own way. So yeah, Gemma di Paradiso, Roberto Cavalli. Another one that may also be very strange to you, why I got a compliment, but still I got the compliment, and it's a very old fragrance as well. Used to from Estee Lauder, and I remember that when we went for Christmas Eve to my in-laws last year, I got complimented on this fragrance, and it's really, really spicy, old school, and it very much reminds me of classic opium from Yves Saint Laurent. So if you like classic opium, you may love, you may also love Estee Lauder from. No, you may also like Used To from Estee Lauder. That's what I wanted to say. So nice, so spicy, so unique. But of course you need to like slightly vintagey fragrances, but I still think it's worth checking. because yeah, you might missing out. So yeah, I got compliments. I think basically vintage fragrances are pulling something good from my skin, and they smell good on me. I like old stuff, I like vintage stuff, so apparently vintage stuff likes me as well. Okay, so that was Used You from Estee Lauder. Another one, and now we are going to the fragrances I've heard someone complimented on someone else than me. So the first one would be, and this is long forgotten, like this fragrance is covered by, like, you know, dust of the centuries, I would say. I do not see anyone talking about it on YouTube. It's not popular at all, and I think it should be, you know, it should have its rebirth. And I'm talking about Red Door from Elizabeth Arden. This one is so unique. My mother-in-law has this fragrance, and I can admit that many people, that like tons of people, you know, around her are just crazy about the scent. And every time we are there, she tells me that she got complimented, compliment after compliment after compliment, and she's so happy with that. I need to praise myself for that, because I gifted her the Elizabeth Arden Red Door. And since then, she likes it, she loves it, and everyone around her love it. Basically, it's a heavy scent. It's slightly vintagey as well. It's very, very floral. So you need to like white flowers, you need to like yellow flowers. It's intoxicating and narcotic. It has amazing sillage and like nuclear lasting power. So you need to try it. I'm thinking about a bottle myself. If you like fragrances like Madonna's Truth or Dare, if you like Robert Piguet's Fracas, that might be your thing. So I would suggest to pique your interest towards this scent and just check it out, because it's amazing. I would say this one has like a niche quality, and in general a niche, you know, niche sound to it. I do not know how to put it in any other way. So yeah, and another one from Elizabeth Arden, that is like cheaper version of Chanel No. 5, but don't get me wrong, it's not like the same perfume, but it gives me same elegant vibes. It's of course classic Fifth Avenue. My mother-in-law also had it, and she got also a lot of compliments on it. So maybe also you want to check it out. I'm also thinking about the bottle for myself, because it's unique. It's quite maternal, I would say, but it's very prominent, it's very womanly, it's very cozy as well. It's very, very elegant, as I said, so you may want to check it out. Another one is a cheapie, and it's from Zara, and it's Zara Orchid. I used to have a bottle, I used it up completely, like 30 ml. I rarely do use up perfumes, but it was back in the day when I didn't have so much, so I was able to use it up. I've heard, of course, when I was wearing it, I didn't get compliments. I think one came from my mom, but that was it. But when my colleague from work wore it, she just received galore of compliments. So on some skins, it might pull differently, as I said, so you need to check it for yourself. And please bear in mind that if some scents are bringing compliments to one person and you think you will get the same effect when you are wearing it, don't be disappointed if you don't, because as I said, everyone perceives smells differently, and it depends very much on your body chemistry, how the smell, you know, how the scent is, you know, working with your body, with, you know, with your smell basically. So you cannot expect that if if someone got the compliment on this scent, you will buy this scent, you will get same compliments. May not happen, and it didn't happen in my case with Zara Orchid, but my friend took a lot of compliments on this scent, and I can attest that it smells fantastic as well on my mother-in-law as well. So she also has it, and when she sprayed, it smelled completely different than on me. It was mingling so perfectly and so nicely with her skin, so you need to try it for yourself, but I think it's a good compliment getter potential here, and it's not very expensive. It's very cheap, I would say. So another one Oh, I got complimented on this one. It's a Micallef Glamour. If you are interested, I still have a discount code of 10%. I will link it down below for the Micallef website. So if you want to buy anything, just use the code and you will be set. So this one is Glamour, and it's compared to the original formulation of Alien by Thierry Mugler. Now it's Mugler, but it used to be Thierry Mugler, and I can tell you that these with Thierry Mugler on the bottle were the best. And this one is like, yeah, spicy Alien. Like not soapy thing we have now, but like spicy Alien with some punch. I really like it. And my friend twice complimented me on it. And basically she thought I'm wearing C from Giorgio Armani. So it's quite strange, but it has a big compliment factor. So yeah, this one is really nice. This one is potent. This one is, you know, narcotic as well. So you need to try if you don't know it yet. Another one I had, but I do not anymore. Emanuel Ungaro Diva. I do not know whether this perfume is discontinued or not, but I remember that I really wanted to get it. I really wanted to have it. And finally I got it on my birthday from my friend. And I was wearing it and I really liked it, but there came a day when I oversprayed, and I oversprayed so heavily it was unbearable for me, and I was very tired of the scent. And it was lingering and it was clinging, and you know, I couldn't get rid of it, and I got so tired that I hated the scent. But the scent itself, of course, is beautiful. And one time I was wearing it to work and my colleague told me that I smell really nice and that Chanel No. 5, it's very beautiful on me. And it was not Chanel No. 5, it was Ungaro Diva. So you may want to try it if you like this classic Chanel scents. For me, Diva pulls like Coco from Chanel, of course. This, I mean Coco from the 80s. And it was created by the same perfumer, I would say. I think it was the same perfumer who created Diva. So it was Oliver Polsch, if I'm not mistaken. So he created Diva and he created Coco. That's maybe the reason. Those scents are quite similar. They are very elegant. So Diva is very elegant. It's a rosy, aldehydic, wild, flowery perfume. Very nice, very vintage. I really liked it, but as I said, I was so tired of it that I needed to sell it because there was no point keeping it in keeping the scent in my collection. I do not regret it. I have other ones, but you know, it is what it is. And the last one I didn't wear, but my friend is wearing it and she gets lots of compliments, and it's Angel Nova. So it's a very strong scent. When you are entering the room, the scent goes before you, you know. It's so strong. When my friend is visiting us and she's, you know, she's no longer there in our flat, I can still feel her perfume. So Nova is very, very strong. And I heard she told me that lots of people gave her compliments about the scent. So yeah, it's strong, but I really like it. It's slightly sour. Some people say that it's similar to Delina. For me, it is not similar to Delina, but anyways, I'm just letting you know that it can cause you some compliments. All right, so let me know, what are your compliment getters? How often you get compliments on the smell, on the scent? Because I'm interested. As I said, unfortunately, I do not get a lot, but you know, it is what it is. I'm wearing scent for myself, but you know, sometimes it's nice to hear something nice about the scent you're wearing. So thank you very much for watching today, and see you in my next video. Bye bye.